Welcome back to Italo's Garden, home of the Seed to Table program. It's been a strange summer, that's for sure, but we've still got all sorts of things growing in the garden. This is our herb bed where all this beautiful dill has gone to seed. Now, we were using the leafy greens, great on salmon, but now you can see the seed heads are forming. And this is actually what we put into our dill pickles, are the seed heads. We've got some beautiful basil, chives, thyme, oregano, epazote back there. And while we're here, let's see how our berries are doing. They're actually sort of at the end, petering out, but there we see a blackberry. So delicious they have been. It's great fun to like climb back through here and pick the berries in the back side of the bed. Then the raspberries, those were really plentiful in May and June, not so much now. You might see a few lingering berries in there. Yeah, delicious. Okay, what else is in season? Zucchinis, definitely. I just harvested them, so we won't find many big ones, but here's one. Actually, that could get harvested too, or we'll let it grow big for Friday's harvest. And I think we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we have 6 zucchini plants this summer, keeping us in a bounty. This is one of the first summers we've had such successful onion crop. We've got some sweet Walla Wallas and some red onions in there. Our tomatoes, we have, I think, 13 different varieties of tomatoes that we planted. Let's have a look at those. Here we've got ripening up. Let's see if we can find the tag. Oh yeah, that's what I thought. Little Napoli. So the Little Napoli is a pretty stout plant. It doesn't get tall, but it does produce a lot of tomatoes. This is the smaller tomatoes are mostly in this bed. So our cherry tomatoes, grape tomatoes. This is our tiger tomato, which is kind of the medium size slicing tomato that is striped. How cool is that? You can see some more striping back in there. We've got our honey drop, jolly tomatoes. Of course, our sun gold classics back over there. Right behind me, these are the potatoes that the club kids planted. Late June we planted those potatoes, so it's been a month, I would say, and they are looking great. Healthy crop of collard greens here. Ooh, this is fun. That noise is the irrigation coming on. Oh, don't want to get sprayed. We have one fennel left in the bed, and I was going to get all close for you to see it, but I don't want to get wet. So there's their fennel. While we're close, we're going to go have a look at our awesome Cinderella pumpkins. You won't believe how big and beautiful these pumpkins have gotten. Check that out. So that one's a little lighter orange. The ones that are here in the sun are even a deeper orange. They're supposed to turn more of a red color, actually. So we'll see. And then those are our spooky pumpkins, kind of a smaller classic shape. Our mulberry tree is looking good. We had all this borage that self-seeded and came back up. It's kind of dying down. The bees loved it. Chamomile flowers, we could dry that and make tea with it. We have a few more Cinderella pumpkins. Oh, I see one hiding behind the tree collards. Check that out. And there's one more over here. We're getting some background music from the walkway, which is always full of cyclists, pedestrians, scooters. So that's our Cinderella pumpkin. We've got a sea berry plant here. This is going to be our first season. I don't see any fruit on it yet. I don't know when it fruits. I think not until fall. We'll hope that we still will get fruit. These squash leaves belong to the honey nut squash. Let's see if we can find some honey nut squash. Sorry if this is dizzying. There we go. It's going to turn orange. Right now they're still green. And then our little Chilean guava, which is getting crowded out by all this squash. I need to trim the squash back so the guava can grow. We've got a few more tomatoes here. There were so many on Monday. I don't think they're ripe again yet because we harvested all these beautiful orange tomatoes. There's a few in there. Here's a closer look at our other pumpkin. And then here's our tree collard. So tree collard is a perennial, meaning that hopefully it's just going to keep on getting bigger and live here forever and not need to get torn out and planted again. I think this is a bonus Cinderella pumpkin here. It's younger, but that's what they started like. So we might be getting yet another Cinderella pumpkin. And look, there's some babies there too. Our blueberries live under this netting, trying to protect them from the birds. We tested the pH on Monday, trying to get more productive berry plants. You can see behind the blueberries are our fruit trees. We just had an awesome apricot harvest. It's all finished. The apple tree is dropping a lot of its fruit, which is super disappointing, and I don't know why. Pomegranate tree is looking good. Our fig tree just got a pruning job. It is enormous, and we're looking forward to a huge crop of prunes. Up and hello, sunflower. Check this guy out. It is so tall. And its neighbor here, these red sunflowers, super beautiful. Then the sunflowers are sort of getting entangled with these pole beans. So a little symbiotic plant growth happening there. Here's another, not quite as tall sunflower. Oh, and let's not forget the watermelon. This is probably the third year we've had a successful melon crop. The bigger ones, those are the icebox watermelon, sherbet, I think, which we never know what color they'll be until we slice them open because the package is mixed. But over here we've got our sugar babies. You see that guy? Awesome. Okay, closer look at our lemon tree. Let's find a fig to look at too. Figs, cool. Our avocado tree, which has yet to make avocado and struggles to grow up, but we're still hoping. A lot of oranges on the orange tree. Those will ripen in the winter. Here's our little mint bush, always popular for a little taste. Where else shall we go? Well, the flower bed over here has been popular for making bouquets. Lots of bouquet making has happened. Our bachelor buttons, snapdragons, milkweed, carnations, more snapdragons with this beautiful variegated pittosporum. Our big liquid ambar trees, Fuyu persimmon, our Mexican guava plant. There you see those fun little sunflowers that kind of just grow as a bush, which are super nice. Okay, the crowning glory of our garden this summer we haven't even gotten to. Our hollyhocks are nearly done. There's our cucumbers. Let's see if we can spot one. Oh, there's one inside there. Do you see it? Hanging down. We're growing Persian cucumbers. Here are some more. And pickling cucumbers. So we need to pick them when they're small. Okay, so the hollyhocks were blooming for an entire month. These huge, tall pink flowers that are almost finished. And then surrounded by these beautiful zinnia, too. Got a few more things. Our green beans, which we actually have purple beans, yellow beans. There's a yellow bean and green beans. Not just green beans around here. We grow all colors. The asparagus, which is now huge and bushy and is harvested kind of from the end of January through March. So now it's just regenerating, building its root system so that next year we'll have more asparagus. Some rainbow chard, alpine strawberries, so many. And then these beans are different. We're not picking them green, we're letting them dry. And they are pinto beans, so they'll have the pinto bean inside the pod when they're all finished. And last but not least, we cannot forget our loofah. So we saw on some of my previous tour videos the baby loofah. This is making great headway. Let's find some of the loofah. So loofah's in the gourd family. There we go. And you could eat this just as it is, actually, kind of like a zucchini, but we're gonna let it keep getting bigger and dry out, and then we'll have a bath loofah that we can like put into soap or use as they are. So hopefully they get nice and big, not too big so the teepee doesn't fall over, and that we get a chance for them to dry out before the winter rains start. Okay, I know I said that would be the last thing, but quick, we've got our eggplants and peppers. Okay, I know there's an eggplant hiding in here. Yes, oh, there's several. There we go. Oh no, there's a big one. Oh, I need to pick that guy. Look how shiny. It's a Black Beauty eggplant. And then we have our peppers, jalapenos, and shishito peppers. Those have been super plentiful, which is awesome. So thanks for having a walk around the garden with me, guys. I hope it wasn't too dizzying, and we miss you. This is summer in Italo's garden 2020.